Ladies and gentlemen, remember when La Liga was the king of Europe? Messi versus Ronaldo, Barcelona versus Real Madrid, three-peat Champions League nights, Spanish dominance everywhere. Fast forward to today and La Liga is basically a ghost town on transfer deadline day. While the Premier League was flexing billions, La Liga was out there looking like a pawn shop with its shutters down. Now let's start with the contrast. The Premier League went absolutely nuclear in the transfer window. Liverpool pulled a masterclass signing in Alexander Isak for £125 million, ready to terrorize defenses. Arsenal strengthened like crazy with a midfield war chest and squad depth signing. Chelsea, well, they always spend like they're printing money in their backyard, splashing hundreds of millions on attackers and midfielders. And even Manchester United, despite all their chaos, they still managed to bring in some marquee players, spending like there's no tomorrow. Every EPL deadline day deal feels like Netflix thriller. Explosions, twists, dramas, big money moves. Meanwhile, in La Liga, it was just a documentary on budgeting responsibly. While England, Germany and even Saudi Arabia were going wild, La Liga clubs were basically snoring. Barcelona, they were busy calculating if they could afford free transfers. Real Madrid's biggest news was waiting for Konate. It's like a love story that never ends. Sevilla, Atletico, Villarreal, nada. Silence. Deadline day in Spain was quieter than a library in a blackout. And here is the main culprit, Javier Tebas and La Liga's so-called financial rules. Clubs can't spend freely, wages are capped harshly, any flexibility, just forget it. Now, yes, financial control stops clubs from going bankrupt, but Tebas has turned La Liga into a poverty prison. Even the giants Barcelona and Real Madrid look average. Imagine telling Barcelona fans in 2015 that in 2025 their transfer window will consist of loan players, free agents and panic deals. Imagine telling Real Madrid that even with the Bernabeu shining, they are still begging for one more Galactico, while Manchester City are signing 4 at once. Tebas basically handcuffed the league while the EPL handed its clubs rocket launchers. And now the results are clear. In Europe, La Liga teams do not scare anyone anymore. Barcelona still struggling in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid, a shadow of their warrior past. Sevilla, they've been Europa League merchants, but they are nowhere near competing with the giants. Only Real Madrid actually tries to represent, but now it feels like the loser personality is beginning to fall on them too. Meanwhile, EPL teams are dominating semi-finals and finals. Bundesliga is catching up. Even Serie A is putting more clubs in the later stages. La Liga is out here losing its reputation faster than VAR is losing its credibility. If this continues, La Liga is heading for a crisis. Players do not dream of Spain anymore. They dream of the Premier League. They dream of Saudi millions or even Germany. What was once the most glamorous league in the world is now a talent explorer and a nostalgia reel. Unless Tebas losing his iron grip, La Liga will be nothing but a highlight tape of Messi, Ronaldo, Iniesta, Ramos and all the old heads on YouTube. So now the big question is, how long can La Liga survive as a so-called top 5 league when it spends like a broke uncle and plays like a shadow of his past self? Fans want the Champions League, not financial lectures. If Tebas doesn't wake up, Spain might be finished as an European powerhouse and La Liga might just be remembered as history, not the present. Now, do you agree that La Liga is done as a top league, or do you think Spain can bounce back? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and do not forget to subscribe for more football truth bombs.